You must have been in 4-H.
So, you know, I mean, it's really just surreal and overwhelming being here tonight because, as Reshma said, I mean, how many graduations can there be? But it's so different because it not only represents the end of our vascular surgery fellowship, but it's the end of an immense number of years of training, and it's the start of a new chapter in our lives. And Reshma, I'm so proud of you, and both of us. We've worked so hard for this, and it's been a pleasure being co-fellows with you. You know, it's really been an incredible 2 years, and I've learned so much, and I think everyone here, I mean, this is really a graduation of not just Reshma and myself, it's a graduation of a piece of all of you, because you all have impacted who we are and who we will be forever. So we're taking a part of you with us, and I appreciate all of the patience and enthusiasm and love that you guys have shared with us, so thank you very much. You know, I again, it's you're on this track and you're just going and studying and training, and it's so bizarre when you, for just a moment, take a step back and recognize what it is that you're doing. And this is the norm for all of us. It's very normal to, you know, cut people open and, you know, suture blood vessels back together and save people's lives, and then go get lunch if you're lucky, and occasionally sleep maybe, and, you know, then pick up and do it again. And we all kind of think that it's just normal, but what we do is not normal. It's not normal by any stretch of the imagination. So just remind yourselves that all of us, we're all doing really incredible, important things, and everyone here is very special. And again, it's been a privilege to work with so many special people. So thank you. And I guess, you know, of course, I again thank all of you who are in this room. Just to name a few particular people, Jerry, and I haven't seen Sophie. Sophie may not be able to be here right now, but, you know, Jerry and Sophie are two of the most talented scrub technicians that I've had the privilege of working with, and they really should be recognized for how phenomenal they are. Putting them at about a PGY4 level, so pretty good. Keep it up.
PG-13.
Also, you know, everybody, all of our PAs and NPs and people in the OR and in the ultrasound lab and the clinics. I mean, you guys are such phenomenal people, and again, I know it's just your job, so you don't think it's a big deal, but what you guys do is a huge deal. It's so important. Now, Dr. Dotson asked for a roast. He specifically requested that I roast. I don't have a roast. But I do just want to share just a few, you know, a few personal maybe experiences of my thing. Sorry, this is one of the first times I'm in heels since my foot surgery, so that's an accomplishment in and of itself. But hopefully I won't fall over. But, you know, all of my attendings, you guys are so patient, and it's such a difficult field, and we have such sick patients that I really appreciate all of the time on top of that you've spent, you know, shaping us into the surgeons that we are and will continue to be. Robbie, you are an inspiration, because there have been so many patient cases where I've thought, oh, well, that's impossible. That's just not fixable. We can't offer this patient anything. And especially in the endovascular era, you've really influenced me, and I've learned a lot from you, and will approach all of my patients differently because of you. I will think outside of the box. I'll push the envelope safely, of course, and you know, I will carry that with me forever. Shipra, the first time I ever met Shipra, no one introduced me to her. She was sitting in one of our conferences, and I thought she was the new medical student. And then I found out she was one of our new attendings. So I mean, she's the most junior person on our faculty, and you're one of the most talented, phenomenal surgeons. You're brilliant. we've tackled some of the most challenging cases together, including explantation, first ever done of an EVAR at the VA.
Yes.
As well as some, femdistals, lots of cool endoleak solving problems. You're an inspiration. I really appreciate your mentorship, and I will keep a part of you forever with me. And I will be singing maybe in my head, but pretending you're there with me, because we sang a lot of Hour. Luke, you are. I mean, you're.
You are.
It's funny because I refer to my dad, Ed. He's an internist, and I refer to him as a mad scientist because he is. But Luke, you are also a mad scientist. There is a different generator, a different company powering your brain, and I'm in awe of it. And you're really just such a smart, intelligent person, and it's been a pleasure. I've learned so many cool tricks from you, and it's really been wonderful taking care of our veterans with you and the patients at Emory. So thank you. Let's see, Yazin.
He's ready.
We're laughing because you are so funny. Yazin, just inherently by nature, you are just a humorous person. I have no recollection of interviewing with Yazin for some reason, but you have impacted who I am as a surgeon, maybe the most. I mean, you are so talented. You have such amazing judgment and insight, and I really have loved working with you. You have grown on me so much. Not like a spine, we should say, I think.
He does that. Not to embarrass you, but Yazin, I love you. You're amazing, and I'm going to miss you so much. It's instilled so much confidence in me over these last few months being on your service, and the fact that you're no longer hovering over me over every single little move, which I know that this is Yazin's nature. He is a perfectionist, he's meticulous, and the fact that he's been able to slowly let go, and at times not even being in the room, I'm not kidding, it's the ultimate compliment, and that's what I need at this point, and I really appreciate that. You're a wonderful person, you have an amazing career ahead of you, and thank you for everything. One of my favorite stories about Yazin is when we were doing some crazy long open aortic case, and then Yazin says, "Me, can you pull my pants back up?" Maybe it's close to a roast this weekend, but yes, literally his scrub pants had dropped to the floor. So under his scrubs, or under his gown, he was naked. Our amazing Neon, as the honor of I'll never forget that. But yes, that's a good theme song. We should rework that. So, thank you guys for everything. Dr. Dodson, it's such a privilege to have worked with you. I remember when Rashma and I interviewed, you were up front, you said that we would be the last class that you would graduate, and I just felt so incredibly grateful and lucky that I got to be one of those two people that you saw through. You've had so much experience, and being in the operating room with you, I always feel immediately comfortable. I just know that everything's going to turn out all right. One of my favorite things that you say, sometimes you do tend to say things more than once. One of my favorite things that you say is, "I'm in no rush." And that means a lot to me, because clearly I'm never in a rush. I'm always late to everything, which I've been working on. But, I've improved.
There's a story there.
I belong in Miami, come on, let's face it. One line at a time. But no, It really has been a privilege working with you. I've learned so much with you. It's you're very wise. You're technically excellent, and it's been so comforting having you as our leader. So thank you, Dr. Salam. I am literally in love with you, and I do really want to take you back to Miami with me. You know, as soon as I showed up at the VA my first year, as Dr. Salam says, I started working him like an intern because we started doing 5 cases a day, which at the VA, you know, is way overload, and we would be operating until 10 at night or later. And then when I showed up for my second year, it was like deja vu, and we just had emergency after emergency, and none of our veterans were healthy at all, and we just had tons of amazing, challenging, difficult cases. And you know, I appreciated learning from you anything from a fem distal to the AT versus even just doing a fistula. I've learned so much from you. You are truly a legend. You and Dr. Dodson are legends in this field, and to work side by side with you, Dr. Salam, and for you to treat me with so much respect and as an equal, it's just it's unfathomable. I'm gonna miss you terribly. You really have prepared me for my upcoming journey, and I'll miss you terribly. So thank you so much. Okay, so, you know, of course I have to, the other amazing strength of the Emory Fellowship Program is the research block, because I learned a tremendous amount about fenestrated E-bars and about Brazilian men. And I think... So I was so grateful that I had the opportunity on my research blog to meet Tiago, who's my boyfriend sitting over there, and he's been a tremendous support.
Yay, Tiago!
Thank you so much. I love you. I'm so excited that you're...
For 1 second last night, we were talking about Tiago for some reason in my household.
Oh, like he's a specimen?
My son,
Oh.
my son who's 12 years old said, "That dude's a specimen."
Tiago will translate that for you later.
Michelle will transfer that later.
We'll transfer that later. You are a specimen, which is a great thing. I appreciate the level of patience and understanding and support and love that you've given to me. I wouldn't have made it through the fellowship without you. Thank you. Obrigada. You're wonderful. Thank you so much. Of course, I have to thank my family. Erin, my amazing sister-in-law, who I love dearly. Brendan, my brother, who is phenomenal. He's a best friend and a brother. My parents, Nancy and Ed, who are also 2 of my dearest best friends, who have always been extremely supportive. They've never batted an eyelash, no matter what I wanted to do. My dad's an internist, but he never once pushed me into medicine. They've only been supportive. Even when I called them in med school and said, "I hate this, I think I'm gonna quit," they said, "Okay, no problem." But so again, they are just such amazing people. I really appreciate everything you've done for me. I love you guys so much.
And we love you.
So finally, you know, I'm really excited for my next step, going back to Miami. You know, the fellowship has prepared me well. I'm ready for it. I'm so excited. And there's, again, open invitation to anybody who wants to come visit. And thank you again so much. I only hope that I can have the same level of patience and inspire future people to work hard and be vascular surgeons the way you've done for me. So thank you, everybody.